Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Coach Corey, back with another SAC episode here of Mentally Charged. Today, we're talking about how to prepare properly. That's right, if you want to make to the next level, if you want to be a pro, stay tuned because I got 2 killer tips that will help you get there. I am the personal trainer for your mind.
Steps out, hit
This epi is brought to you in part by Howie's Hockey Tape. The only way you go Bardowski is if you're using Howie's Hockey Tape. Hashtag treat your twig.
Okay, so gone are the days where we think we can go from 0 to 10 and be a hero. Maybe when we were 10 years old, we used to be able to get to the rink, pop on and be a stud. Not anymore. You got to get to the rink, prepare properly, have a good routine, good habits, work on the mental game, do everything with a purpose, because as you get older, bigger, stronger, everyone else is tougher. That skill gap begins to shrink and you don't want to be behind the 8 ball. So here we go, we got 2 solid tips for you. So tip number 1 is all about, and you ready for it? Preparing to fail. And I know what everybody at home is thinking, preparing to fail? I don't want to fail, I'm not going to prepare to fail. What's this guy talking about? This guy's out to lunch. No, I'm talking about this. At some point in your career, there will be a high and there will also be a low. You have to be prepared for the low. Right? And this is what frustrates me about some young players. I try to offer my service, I try to offer help, and I get, no, I'm good. Mental game's good, I'm pretty confident, feel great. But what we need to keep in mind is that it's not always a high. There's highs and lows, and it hits everybody like that, and we're not aware of it. And we don't want to get caught with our pants down because that's no good. It happens to everybody. Happened to me, it will happen to you at some point in your career. Whatever the case is that throws you off your game, you need to be prepared for that. And as athletes, unfortunately for us, our default is negativity. When we're in a slump, all we do is complain about being in the slump. I can't believe I'm in a slump. I had so many chances, hit the post, couldn't believe it. You're just looking for people to complain to. And maybe it's not on purpose, but it's what happens. When you're injured, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. I was on fire. You get frustrated. Why me? You're in disbelief. And negative, negative, negative. So, your little takeaway, number 1, under the umbrella of prepare to fail, is all about having affirmation thoughts. Again, we've talked about this before. You need positive statements in place that can help you bounce back. If and when, something goes wrong in your career, you need those positive statements that can help you bounce back.
I think we just got to relax. I mean, we have a good team. We've done a lot of good things over the last few years. And sometimes you get into a funk. Just really getting back to basics, and the biggest part is probably just believing in the fact that you can do it again. And you got to build pucks before games.
It's a positive vibe, positive affirmation thought. Make sure you have some. So the second tip you want to use is visualization. Close your eyes and see the problem in your head. All right? What are you facing? Is it a slump, lack of communication, lack of chemistry, your injury, whatever it is? But look at the obstacles and the various things that are preventing you from achieving what you want. And then, what are you going to do from there to bust through those obstacles? Are you going to work harder? Are you going to work smarter? Are you going to have a better routine? Are you going to communicate with your coach? So those are some good things that you can do to bust through and break through. Okay, so tip number 2 is all about the pregame and preparing before your match. And this starts like days in advance, which we get. Sleeping well, eating well, hydrating well. And all of those things are massively important because, hey, it fuels the mind. It helps you with your clarity. It helps you being sharp on the ice and making the right decisions at the right time. And that's what we want as athletes. We have to prepare properly. We've got to get to the rink or the diamond or the field or whatever you're doing in time for you to start your routine. Do it over and over again, because the more you practice the same thing, the more it becomes innate, which means second nature, and you do things more, and you're much more likely to get that success that you want if you follow a routine. Now, having coached for over 10 years, I've seen some horrific warm-ups, and I've also seen some really good ones. So it's tough. I mean, the bad warm-ups are real bad. Like, they split up and there's players in the stands like, they're doing the leg kick thing, and who's that girl in the stands? And then they watch the game in front of them. It's no good. It's not helping you out. You're not focused. You're not getting a game face on. You're not in the zone. Everybody, I recommend the team do one together. I recommend you guys look familiar, head to toe, get your warmies on. and do things together, because that's a presence. You guys show up, run by the other team, you're doing quick feet, agility, chancing stuff. That's an intimidation factor that's gonna help you. And maybe that's the factor that helps you win that game. Food for thought. But if you're taking your twig, make sure you're doing it with a purpose. If you're a forward, hey, what are you gonna bring to the table that game? I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna play simple, and I'm gonna take every opportunity I can. The more you do it in the mind, the more likely you attract that into your life. Be flexible, but make sure you do it over and over again and make sure it has a purpose. That does it for this unbelievable, that's right, hashtag unbelievable episode of MC Pro Series. I'm Coach Corey, and today we gave you 2 pro tips to help you prepare like a pro. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below, or you can drop a line on social media at Mentally Charged, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Hey, share the message. We're trying to help you and everybody you know build your mental toughness. I'm Coach Corey with Mentally Charged, here helping you live the charged life.